Hello folks, I'm Dave from Dave's RV channel. Boy, have I got something special for you today. I have a 21 FBRS by Flagstaff. It's the Microlight edition. And what's cool about this is today I am getting to film this with the slide in. And boy, I am proud to be able to do that. And I'll tell you why. Is because I have always said you need to see what an RV is like with the slide in as much as you need to see it with the slide out. So we're getting to go into this thing with the slide and the in position. Now if you're new to my channel, hey, I don't work for this company. I don't work for any company. I am just a guy who likes RVs, and I like to film them and show you my thoughts on them. This is my favorite RV of all time. I love this RV. When I seen that they had one here, I was excited, because if I could have any RV, this right here would be it. You're not going to ever hear me say that again on any other video unless something new comes out that I've never seen before. But I'm telling you, from my perspective, this is my favorite RV. It suits my needs. So anyway, let's go through this thing and let me show you what all I find. And it's going to be a little dark inside because the windows are tinted. There is no electricity hooked up, so there's no lighting inside of this thing. But I'm gonna try to open the blinds and do the best I can. So y'all are gonna get to see this RV from the perspective of somebody who's just walking around out here, not somebody who's trying to sell it to you. And to me, that's what I would want. Alright, one thing I like right off the bat is you got two steps, and this step is very low to the ground, so it's not a workout trying to get up into this thing. You also have a grab bar here to get into the door as well. And I can see already the sticker that tells me that this thing will hold 1,400 pounds of cargo, and I do like that. Alright, right as I get to this door, I can already reach the refrigerator, and I can get to the bathroom, and I can also get to the couch or the bed. Now, if you're wondering what is so special about that, keep in mind, I said that the slide is in the inward position. So let me open up some of these blinds here and get us a little better lighting, and I'll get into better details about that. Okay, so as I said, I opened some of the blinds up to get a little better lighting in here. But again, there is no electricity on in here, so I do not have any lighting other than natural light. But, not the beer, but natural light from the sun. Anyway, we got a good freezer. It's a good size freezer. It's a over and under model, so when you open your refrigerator and your freezer, you're not just opening one door and letting all the cool air out. You're only opening the freezer or the refrigerator, whichever you need. And folks, this is a good size refrigerator freezer combo. You also have, I guess you could make this a pantry, which is right beside of the refrigerator freezer. And I do like having that right there. What's nice about it is if you are boondocking, you do not want to put your slide out. Let's say you're out at Walmart. You want to be as inconspicuous as you can possibly be. You do not want to stand out. You do not want to look like you are moving in. So the good thing about being able to come from that door to your refrigerator, to your toilet, also to your couch, and also to your bed. You can easily camp at Walmart or anywhere else, any other business parking lot, without looking intrusive. And I really like that feature, because a lot of RVs, I'm going to tell you, when this slide is inward, you can't even walk through this aisleway. But with this slide in and still having space, this is a very roomy unit even with the slide in the inward position. So with the slide in the outward position, you've got a whole lot of room. All right, so I've bragged on that feature, which I cannot brag on it enough, because I see so many RVs that really are poorly designed. But this RV is not only designed well with this layout, but it's very wide. This is a very wide RV, so it seems very roomy. So let me get into the bathroom here and show you what we've got. The sink, as you can see, is almost the size of what you would get in a household sink, but it's also got a little area for you to put your toothbrushes so you don't have them laying up here on the counter leaving a big mess. And you've also got a little area down below to do some storage as well. You've also got an enclosed shower unit, which I like this because you don't have to worry about, man, those shower curtains, those things can get really nasty after a while. But and this looks like it would probably, oh, it's magnetic, so it actually will keep a lot nicer cleanliness, but it will also keep water from getting all over the floor like the current RV unit that I have. It's also got a closet in the bathroom, which it looks like it's about 8 inches deep in these shelves. So there's plenty of room for towels and all kinds of bathroom supplies. It's also got a it's a MaxxAir fan, and I like having that in these. If you're going to buy an RV, you need to have a MaxxAir fan or a Fantastic fan. It's also got a little bit extra headroom for us tall guys when we get in here and take a shower, and I do like having that. Nothing's worse than getting in a shower and having to duck down like you're a little guy. Need some oil on those hinges, I can tell you that. Okay, so I did mention that there is a couch here. So let me show you above it, and then I'll sit on it and tell you how comfortable it is. One thing I do not like is that they did not put handles on here on these little cabinet doors, but they did give a little cutout here that is very rough. It needed to be a little better sanded on that, but there is some good size storage above that. But again, I'm going to tell you the good and bad. Anything good on here, I'm going to tell you. Anything bad, I'm going to tell you that as well. So there's three little cabinet doors up here, and they are not spring loaded, so they're not wanting to flop back up. So the good of that is if you got your hands full and you want to just grab something out of there, you're not fighting that cabinet door at the same time. So that part of it is pretty neat. And behind the couch, I can see that there is a table. This is one of those tables that'll set up into the area here and become like a dining table. And so anyway, let me sit on this couch and I'll give you a little better view of this kitchen. Ooh, this actually is not too bad of a couch. I'm going to give it about a 7 out of 10. Which is not bad for an RV. Usually RVs, the couches are pretty stiff, I will say. You can usually bounce a quarter on them, but I don't believe you can on this one. So what I do like about this unit is I like it. It's got an oven. That is a good size oven there too, folks. I'm going to tell you, you could actually get a turkey in that. That's not possible on every RV, but it is possible on quite a few of them. This louvered vent area, I'm assuming that is either going to be your control panel or your heater. So I'll have to look into that a little deeper on the internet when I get back home. But anyway, you got the drawers on here. Looks like it's about 5 inches deep drawers, and they do lock into position to where you don't have to worry about them rolling open as you're going down the road. Feels like there's a magnet back there holding those in. And even on this other side, you've got an area for you to put some silverware, I guess you could put right there. Or you could also do, again, you could put a toothbrush here if you wanted to brush your teeth in the kitchen instead of the bathroom for whatever reason. And this drawer here is looks like it's about 8 to 10 inches deep, and plenty of room for storage here in the kitchen with it. And there's also one below the oven. Excuse me. On the stovetop, there's a 3-burner, and what I like about this is it's got the glass cover. It's like adding a little more room to your countertop, which is always nice. And they have not removed the top over the sink, and it's still taped down from being in transit. They just got this unit in, so I'm not going to remove that. I'm not going to try to do anything against anything that they have done or have not done. I want to leave it alone. It's their RV, not mine. So anyway, they've got 2 cabinets above the stove range, and boy, these are deep. Look like they're about 18 inches deep in there. And I like that they're actually hinged with these. It's like hydraulic to where it'll keep those in the upright position, and it'll slam if you do it the way that I just did. It's got 2 of those, and before I get away from it, let me open up the microwave and show you how big it is. It's a Magic Chef, which we've all heard of that brand, and they're pretty good. So. And we get over here to the TV. It looks like about a 21-inch TV, and if I had this RV, I would definitely have to change that, because I do love this RV, and if I was going to have something this nice, I would definitely want a bigger TV. But this has not been excuse me, unlocked from being in transit, so I'm not going to mess with that either. But you've got little windows on the side here from the bed. You've got a pull-out drawer beside the bed. You've also got like a storage area, like a his and hers on each side. That way both of you can have your own linen storages, and got a window for each side as well. I did not climb over the bed to open that curtain back there. I wouldn't want anybody climbing on my bed, so I didn't climb on theirs either. One thing I'm going to point out that I do not like is it does have a vent right over the bed. If you have not seen one of my videos before where I complain about this design, what happens is heat rises. It gets up to that point right there, and in the winter time, if you are somewhere and you've got a good heat source going in here, heat will rise to that point, and moisture will collect, and it will drip straight down onto your bed. So what you have to do is you have to make sure you've got a cover over that, one of those covers installed, and also keep you some insulation and a cover to put on this side. The cover I was speaking of at first is the cover that would be on top of the roof, but you would want a cover from inside here to cover that up. I also noticed that it does have heated duct for the HVAC and the heat, and there's also like a surround sound style of speaker setup. There's 2 here, and there's also over the dinette, I can see that there's speakers up here as well. So I don't know what those sound like, folks, because I have not got to turn the electricity on here, but I did want to point them out to you. And we've got a thermostat just like you would find in a home, so that's nice that you can actually set the temperature on here to really make it comfortable. Another thing I like is that they actually got this to where you can reach it with the slide in the end position. So they thought about the little extra details that was necessary. A lot of times you go see these RVs and they're closed. I mean, the slide is in the out position, so you don't get to really look at some of those things. But I do see there is there's the electrical panel underneath the refrigerator. So the panel that I was questioning about in the kitchen, that must be the heat. So anyway, that has covered the inside. I did not talk about the TV has a DVD player, CD player, and also Bluetooth ready, has an auxiliary system for it. So I did not point that out, but I did want to throw that in there before we went outside and show you the outside. Alright, stepping outside here, I just come out the door and got out here to see that there is a dual axle with 14-inch alloy wheels. This is the exhaust for the heating system, and this is an electrical setup for you if you want to actually watch TV out here. You've got that ready, because right here is where you plug your TV into your cable. Right here is where you pull your power. I'm sorry, this is your gas. I'm sorry, this is the gas, propane gas, and they use the exact same type door as they do for the electrical, so that threw me off. All right, it does have a an awning out here, and it also has 2 speakers outside as well. Also notice that it has a door that goes under the bed, and that carries all the way across, and they also have hooked up for solar panels, which I really like that they did that. Now, another thing that I have not seen on this model before is this this addition here. They might have done it last year. The last time I seen one of these 21 FBRS models, they did not have this battery tray here. I guess more and more people are going to solar and adding more and more batteries. So with that that good sized tray right there, you can add several batteries. Looks to me like you could probably put 4 in there. Does have an electric jack on the front. Has a real nice aerodynamic style to the front as well, which that's going to help you pull it down the road. And as I said, this is a wide RV. I can barely get it in one camera shot without stepping real far back. And you can see it's got the city water and the fresh tank fill up, and also has an area here where you can put your antifreeze in to blow through the water system and get it ready for the winter time. It also has again, I talked about the slide, but it also has a cover that goes over the slide, which I suggest that on any model. I'm going to tell you, these things can be a little problematic on any RV, and they can cause leaks. So I always suggest to have a little overkill, which is trying to keep that area as dry as you possibly can. Got a little storage bay here under the slide, and that goes right under that couch, behind the couch area. So right now you're not going to be able to reach in there because that table is still in position. But as you can see, it's got a shower outside. It's got a satellite hookup out here on this side as well. So man, this is a really, really nice RV. One thing I noticed back here in the back is this is where you're gonna do your dump tanks. That is a little lower than I would like to see, but it is what it is. They do have a triangular bar you can see there that's supposed to kind of help protect that and keep from busting that, but I'm sure that it still does happen from time to time. But I love this RV. Okay, I wanted to show you the tags on here that show all the combinations of different weights. They try to make these as confusing as possible, folks. I do not understand why they do this, but the dry weight is in kilograms. They don't even give you a pound's weight, which that is so frustrating. Anyway, it does show me that the gross vehicle weight, which is 5,726 pounds. That's if this vehicle was fully loaded with all of your junk, all of your generators and everything else. The most you can carry through this thing is 5,726 pounds. With a cargo weight, as I said earlier, your cargo should not exceed 1,427 pounds. Okay, I'm back here at the back of it, and just wanted to show you that it actually has a backup cam system mounting kit. The camera is not in there, but the mounting kit is all there, ready and wired up, ready to go. And it does have a spare tire with a cover on the back. It also has a ladder so that you can get up on the roof and check it out periodically, which is something that a lot of people forget to do, including myself. Again, folks, this is a Flagstaff 21 FBRS by Forest River. This is of the Microlite edition. And again, I can't say enough, this is my favorite one of all. So I hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, they just got this RV unit in, so it's not even priced yet. It's one of the more popular models, and I always suggest try to stay with a popular model if you can. After they built so many of these, you know they're going to work the bugs out, and it gets to where they can build these things with their eyes closed. If you buy an RV model that they don't make many of them, chances are they're probably going to make a lot more mistakes. That's just my opinion. You know, I don't have anything to base that on. I just know that if I build something once, I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. If I build something time and time again, I'm going to get better at it. And I assume that would be the same case with this RV unit. This is one of the most popular units you're going to ever find on the RV market. Microlite 21 FBRS by Forest River. Folks, again, I said before that I do not work for them. I don't work for anybody. I don't make any money from this at all. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please, all I ask you to do is just leave me some comments, leave me a thumbs up, and ask a few questions. Maybe somebody who owns one of these can give you their opinion and some of the things they've run into as well by owning one of these. Thanks for watching, folks. Y'all have a great day. Take care. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.